Halo Infinite walkthrough. We shut down the mining laser and now we're heading into the conservatory. So I guess this would be the conservatory level, and there's also a sentinel beam that I picked up. So the sentinel beams are awesome. I don't think I use it too much in this video, but they are a great weapon in the campaign. They destroy shields and they literally disintegrate enemies. And eventually we will be running into sentinels, and if you've done some more exploring, you've probably seen them. And the sentinels are very, very weak to their own guns.
I wonder what the Banished are looking for down here.
Let's go find out.
Another Spartan. Get me close. A drop wall module, deployable cover. Resilient, but temporary. Scan complete. This is Spartan Vidrana Makovich. Armor's been offline for 13 days. Cause of death is...
What?
An enhanced energy blade. Same as Spartan Stone. There's a pattern emerging. Chief, who's doing this?
We're going to find out.
Okay, another suit upgrade, and I think there's only one more after the drop wall. And the drop wall is a portable shield. So it's not nearly as weak as the walls in the multiplayer. It takes a lot more effort to get it destroyed, but it can be destroyed. And the bigger issue is that if you just stand in one spot while using the drop wall, the enemies will shoot that same spot and remove a shield, and that's easily beaten just by kind of walking around back and forth, left and right behind the shield. So I think the drop wall is one of the best tools that you have, especially on Legendary. It's free instant cover, and it allows you to kind of turtle up against a wall and let your shields recharge before you have to deal with a lot of the enemies. And there's going to be a lot of enemies in the rest of the conservatory. So there's no more bosses in this level. We just defeated one in the previous video, and we don't have to worry about any more throughout the entirety of the conservatory. Instead, we have to worry just about these really long, repetitive Halo structures, kind of similar to the library, but without the flood this time. There's going to be a lot of enemies and a lot of fighting and a lot of extremely similar environments. So there's really nothing special to this to this level. I think they just wanted to give us something a little bit painful and also give us a reason to use the drop wall. So if you're on an easier difficulty, you'll probably storm through these way faster than I am on Legendary. But on Legendary, some of these levels really start to feel tedious, and this is kind of where it begins. So I do love the Halo Infinite campaign, but I do kind of wish that the developers played it a little more, maybe. I don't know, everyone always says that every game, but it just, some parts on Legendary just sort of feel like there's no way they would actually intend for one of these areas to go on forever and ever and ever, because that's kind of what the conservatory feels like. And the enemies at this point, we've seen every enemy except hunters and sentinels, I guess. And you know, we're fighting grunts, elites, and brutes, and they don't really get any smarter. They all behave exactly the same way. So it just starts to feel a little tedious here. The game does get a lot better immediately after the conservatory. So maybe it's just me, but if you feel like this part on Legendary especially is a little bit too long, don't worry, just get through it. The game is better afterwards. But for now, we're just going to have to deal with it. So I'm kind of spending too much time here. I'm looking around for weapons, and I'm not really using my scanning to the greatest ability yet, because scanning does highlight all the weapons around, and I think I was looking for a battle rifle ammo or something like that. I'm not really sure what I was doing, but anyway, I'm just going to try to use a pulse rifle because I'm not sure how much ammo I have left on that battle rifle. Then we're going to come into this big room, and we're going to see rooms like this pretty frequently throughout the campaign, so get used to them. And there's going to be enemies shooting at us from the other side of the room. They're going to be spawning in doorways sometimes, maybe not in this level, but definitely in future ones. And we're also just going to be given all kinds of random checkpoints, which sometimes is good and sometimes is really annoying when you get a checkpoint right as an enemy is shooting you. The enemies seem to move a little bit between respawns though, if they're not spawning in anyway. So maybe there's some randomness to it, I'm not sure. But elites are super useful. I have a lot of ammo for the battle rifle. Anyway, elites are super weak, of course, to the pulse rifle. And it's kind of sad because the pulse rifle seems to have replaced the plasma pistol in shield destruction. The plasma pistol just is kind of pointless in this game. Like, the charge shot takes too long. and it doesn't EMP vehicles anymore like it used to in other games, and I don't know why you would bother using the plasma pistol to lower shields when you can use the pulse rifle, because a pulse rifle can also kill enemies, and the plasma pistol is really bad at killing enemies. And on top of that, the plasma pistol's charge shot doesn't do anything against brutes or even really grunts, but the plasma or the pulse rifle does. So I don't know, it kind of makes me sad. I usually like the plasma pistol, but I don't really use it much in this game. Okay, so there's going to be the rest of the video pretty much following the exact same thing that we're doing now, making our way through the long, tedious Halo structure. There's not really a whole lot else for me to say, so I'll see you in the next video.
It needs more power. Find another one. It's open. Come on. Let's go before they get really creative. Wait. Do you hear that? It's coming from up ahead.
Open it.
Help me! This installation, the Harbinger, exile was absolute. How did she return? It's impossible. This cannot be. I need to go back. Find out what happened.
We should help her.
Maybe.
No, she's correct. I request your assistance.
Who are you? What's your name?
I am Despondent Pyre, monitor of this installation, and this is my conservatory. My conservatory. This is not right. Perhaps you would... Oh no!
Let's go.
Where?
Down there.
What were those flying things?
New. Dangerous.
And Despondent Pyre?
New. Potentially dangerous.
See, you can be optimistic. We're getting close to the bottom. Wait! Listen!
Please, do not do this. It cannot happen. It is wrong.
What is this?
This ring must not be compromised.
You do not understand what you're hiding, what you are, what compromise means.
I will not relinquish to you the location. The Endless can never return.
We are blameless. The Forerunners set this in motion. I am ending it.